This is about the Stampin' Up! Curvy Celebrations. Curvy Celebrations is introduced at the beginning of the month, and it is an order that we are going to have in the next catalog, but they brought it out early, so it's a early release project. And it has 2 stamp sets and dies and designer series paper. And I think you already saw the designer series paper that comes in the pretty colors that are down here in front of me. So we have crumb cake and garden green, that's wrong, spruce, and cherry cobbler. These are the colors in the paper. So put those away. I thought I would make a card for you this afternoon using the stamp set that has to do with Christmas. It's called Curvy Christmas stamp set, and this is the Curvy Christmas stamp set. And we have lots of possibilities with this one. And the other one is Quite Curvy. And Quite Curvy, in addition to the stamp set, which is here, has dies that go with it to cut out some of these images. And the images are here. So you have one that is Quite Curvy that you can use all year round, and one Curvy Christmas that is specifically designed for this time of year. The cards that we're making, the card that I'm going to be making and showing you how to make is this one, which is Thinking of You at Christmas, using this stamp set. And I made it in spruce and I made it in cherry cobbler so that you could have 2 possibilities. Now, the interesting thing about this particular design is that it uses these stitched circle dies, and I keep my dies on magnet sheets so that I can know exactly where they are and they don't fly all over the cat art studio, which happens occasionally, unfortunately. So with this one, you want to take your 3 largest stitched circle dies. So you have these 3, and you're going to cut out circles from those 3 so that you have small, medium, and large circles. And then what you do is, the next thing that you do is you cut those circles in half. So each one of those would be cut in half on your cutter. And I'll put those over here. So I'm going to be using a piece of Whisper White, and this Whisper White is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Now I have embossed it with the Tasteful Textile embossing folder, which just gives it a little bit of texture, not very much. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Just gives it a little bit of texture. So then what we want to do, we have a base card that is crumb cake. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded. That's our base card. Then this piece again is 3.5 by 4 3/4, run through the embossing folder. So then we're going to put a piece of the spruce across the center of the card. This is 5.5 by 1 inch. The Whisper White goes on top, and then we're going to arrange our circles. So when you arrange your circles, you want to put half of them going up and half of them facing down to the bottom of your card. So that is the design. And then your second one, this is going to be crumb cake, and that is placed on top of your spruce over to the right-hand side. Then when you place the second one on the bottom, the second half of crumb cake, and that one goes towards the left side. That creates your design. Then your last one is the smallest circle, The smallest circle goes on top of the crumb cake, and that's how you create your swirly design. So it looks like that. So then you're going to stamp. This is stamped with a stamp from the Curvy Christmas stamp set. And so this is Thinking of You at Christmas. And I stamped it on a small piece of Whisper White. Just cut the edges at the end. And this is what goes over the center of your design so that you don't see that interaction between the two of them. So this goes right on top like that. And then I cut two pieces of, this is part of, this die is part of the set of Curvy Christmas. And these pieces can just stick inside. You might want to cut them down a little bit. I think mine are too long. So we're going to cut that down a little bit. I didn't glue this down, so this is going to be moving around. Then the last part of it is to add some stars. This tiny little star stamp is from the same stamp set, from the Curvy Christmas stamp set. So it's right here on the package. And this is just stamped with crumb cake. So just adds a little interest to the Whisper White. So I would just random stamp, and I would stamp it and then stamp it again. So you're stamping it and you're stamping off, you're kind of stamping off. So you get it two thicknesses. And that finishes your card. So this is great to have you in the studio, and this is the end result of the card that we just put together. I will have lots of samples on my blog because I have done a swap with this particular group of stamps and paper so that you can see lots of samples that I will be having on there. These are the two that I did for my swap. So come on over and join me sometime. I have a stamp class on this coming Saturday at 1 o'clock, and I have the same class on Tuesday, December 1st at 6 o'clock. So we will be making 6 Christmas cards, and I would love to have you join us. This is Susan Elise. Bye.